How many of you are better learners by looking than by hearing, than by hearing? Okay. Well, Yogi Berra states that you can observe a lot by watching. And pretty much what I think this means is that you're a better learner by watching people do what they do, or you're a better learner by having people teaching you, like visuals. So I would like to relate the statement in 3 topics. That's relationships, schools, and economically. With relationships, have you ever seen like some of your friends like in their relationships and you're just like, damn, I do not want to be like that. You know, some of them are like really like with their girlfriends 24/7, or some of them are just fighting 24/7. That's how I think it relates to Yogi's statement, because you observe that by watching and you're just like, you don't want to be like that. School-wise, I've had teachers here in college where they just speak out and you have to take down notes. And for me, personally, I think that's a lot harder. But when you get visuals on the board or on the overhead, I think it's a lot easier because you're following step by step, and that way you learn things more often, or it could come back to your mind. At least that's how it is with me. And then economically, I think if you watch some of the, like, to me, economically, I see how my parents are, and I learn from them by looking at how they run their money and stuff. That's how I learned. That's how I watch them make money. So in the future, I know I'm just going to be wanting to be like them. So I'm going to use their tactics that I learned by watching in the, for myself. So Yogi's statement is to me is pretty much you learn more by watching people do things. And in conclusion, I hope this has helped you to try to watch more people observe things and like not just listen to them and actually pay attention. So thank you.
Where did you go from?
No, that's cool. I should have one learned.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, was that? Yeah, you were so cute. I think that was good.
What?
I know, I tried to like, one time I remember he was talking and like, his demeanor was like, and then I saw him and he was like, you don't need to say it, but yeah.
It was fine. So look at that.
I know, I always feel bad. Some of you guys freeze really hard. I'm like, I'm not
I was in like 3 minutes, man. I was laying on my lap.
I don't know. No, it was good. It was distracting.
I hate his cards. We need to burn them.
Whoa.
There's a bad thing.
I know, you're like the card guy.
They're talking about my cards.
All right, Christian, I like the audience survey that you have at the opening. It's okay. You've got a good interpretation of what the quote is. There's a basic preview. But once you get to the content, it stays a little thin and abstract. I'm trying to think of, what is it that your parents do in the way they spend their money? How are they careful with it? Almost everybody is going to give a better speech in the car on the way home. You're going to think of 3 or 4 things, immediately that would fit in this and make it a little bit stronger, a little bit clearer. So I didn't think it got developed as well as it could have been, although the structure seemed okay. On presentation issues, I know that you're probably a quieter person, but you need a little bit more vocal energy and project a little bit more. Your rhythm and pacing gets off a little bit. You seem to be stuck a couple of times, but your gestures are involved. I thought you were very good with your facial expressions, talking to the audience, trying to tell us how to feel about particular things. Your contact with the audience was also very solid. It was well distributed throughout the presentation. Your anxiety is coming out in your feet. You were shifting your weight quite a bit in the first minute or so of the speech. I thought you had a very good exit line, but the summary of the speech was not as solid as it could be, and it seemed like you were a little bit detached, especially in the last third of the speech. All right, thank you.